ONCT is slowly creeping back up to this downtrend. There could be a possible play coming soon. The downtrend resistance at 460. And if it breaks 460, here's the thing. Well, basically, if it breaks 460, it's got room up to 5. And then if it breaks 5, it's pretty much got the world to run there. So I may possibly look for a play on this here soon. So I mean, it's been consolidating for a while. Got decent volume, relatively low float. See, 450 starts trying to hold support. I may go. Yeah, I'm going. This is starting to push. Let's see if it'll break out here. I'm at 456. I'm in a little high, but I hesitated earlier, so I'm gonna see if this is gonna break out. See if we push for this new high today at 469. Because once we get, if this resistance starts holding, then it could start moving up to 5. High today is at 469. So let's see. Looks like we're gonna push. We're getting close to it. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna push for a new high today right here. 470, a lot of sellers. Here we go, pushing on up. We should have room up to 5. 475. Some resistance here. Good bit of selling, but they're slowly getting pecked at. Yeah, they're getting pecked at. It's gonna take it out or not. There's a 20-cent run though. I could lock that in right there as a 20-cent scalp, but I'm gonna. Ooh, we just got rejected under the, right back under that resistance. But we did just hit a new high today, so I'm gonna hold this a little bit here. See if it can keep running. Buyers are trying to push it back up above those support areas. That's what we want to see. We don't want it coming back down too much. Yeah, so buyers trying to hold up 455. We want to see 455 at least hold up here. And we got a little downtrend on the 1 minute. We want to see break soon. Now, it could push back. We are getting a bit of an upper shadow. If this does not start pushing up here, then we may have a pullback. $455 starting to act as resistance again. It needs to break this 1 minute downtrend real soon. And we are having a bit of a pullback. How much time do we got on this? So we may have to consolidate a little bit longer. I don't know. This is a big upper shadow though. Kind of did the same thing earlier when it made a high a day. It pushed it straight back down and then it consolidated. So I want to see if we're going to kind of consolidate a little bit here one more time and test this resistance, because this is strong resistance. I mean, this downtrend resistance on the daily and all these candles right here, not one candle is closed above 455. So we need to see a candle, a 5-minute candle, close above 455 soon. Needs to break this 1 minute downtrend real soon. Getting pushed down again here, so it's getting a little sketchy. Then we may have a pullback down to the 9, maybe even the bottom of this trend line at 420. I really don't want to hold that far down. That's the concern with that upper shadow, so probably going to consolidate. As long as it holds up the 9 EMA, it's probably going to consolidate sideways for a little bit. Testing the 9 right now, though, it's getting a little sketchy. We want this 9 to hold up. See, this is the problem when you buy at resistance like I did on this. When you buy at resistance and it doesn't break out. I mean, it did have a quick little break, but if it doesn't continue to break out, then you're kind of in this area of where you got to hold for a loss, and if it cracks, you might take even more of a loss. You really don't want 440. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, we don't want 440 to hold up as resistance too long. And we're getting close to the tippy of this triangle as well. You just see it break over. There it goes, broken over 450. So we're starting to come up and test this resistance again. Buy-in's starting to slowly increase. We need to see it increase more. Need a little bit more buy-in volume into this resistance. So we're getting to make or break time. So this is either going to have the breakout real soon over this downtrend resistance, or this triangle is going to crack. But either way, we're getting real close to the make or break point. See if it can push for a new high a day here. And we may start to get it. Buying volume slowly starting to increase. I think we're going to get some sellers at 470, but let's see if they break down. Yeah, they're breaking down right now. There we go. See, we may push for a new high a day here now that we're over 470. Yeah, looks like we're going to push for a new high a day. Big buyer just came in at 468. I'd like to see him stay in there and hold this up. Yeah, and he is staying in here trying to hold this up. 475 acting as some resistance. You see a big buy-in volume push come right here. We go. There we go. All the way up to 480. So new high a day at 480. Let's see if we can climb to 5. That's probably going to be my target. Is 5, and then we'll see if it can break out of 5 or not. So it looks like we may have a little rejection here. Unless buyers keep coming in here. But so far, the first 2 times we hit a high a day, we got pushed right back down. So that's what I'm kind of looking to see here. If buying volume is going to keep pushing this up, or if we're going to push right back down again and have to consolidate to try to get to that 5. Really want to see 475 start to hold up as support. Did see buyers come in there just to try to push it, try to hold it above. Big sellers at 480. See, they're slowly getting pecked at. They're getting taken out right now, so we might be moving up to 5 here. Did just hit a new high day at 487. And we're getting pushed back down again. 475 trying to hold as support. Oh, that's cracking. 475 starting to act as resistance. So we are having a little sell-off after that push to 487. But this tough area, that 465 area, needs to hold up as support. 460, 465, that tough resistance area, now that we're above it, needs to hold as support. So we got the 9 all the way at 450 as well. See at 465, trying to hold up. Buyers trying to hold it up right there. See if they come back in and push it back over real quick. There's a straight down downtrend just about. As long as this area holds, as long as it holds above 460. Big seller at 467. About 30,000 shares. This is why we need to close. I know I got a lot of lines on here. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off for a second. Let's take that one off too for a second. But you can see that's why we have to close over 460, because if we don't stay above 460, we're back under this downtrend on the daily, and that's not where we want to be. We want to be above this downtrend. We got 40 seconds for this 5-minute candle to close over that 460 area. We're testing this right now. We did close over 460. Now let's see if buying volume starts to come back in. Oh, nope. Cracking 460 there. Buying volume not coming in. $450 trying to hold a support right where the 9 EMA is at. So now we can see this downtrend pretty clear right here. As long as the 9 EMA holds up, I'm willing to hold this. The 9 EMA starts looking weak. Can't hold above 450. Then I will be concerned. 450. Okay, buyers came back in. I was about to say 450. Cracked there for a second, but buyers came right back in. Decent sized buyer at 452. So buyers are slowly coming back in here now after this little run up to 487. Not really any resistance at 487. I don't see any. So it wasn't really a reason other than it making a new high a day. Selling off there at 487. If it can get back up there, I see no reason why I can't get the 5, but we'll see. Needs to break over this 1 minute downtrend here soon. Yeah, and get back over 460. See 460, a little bit of selling there. Oof. Rejected pretty hard there. We're getting a little sketchy. Got 30 seconds on this 5 minute candle. We absolutely want it to close above the 9, so that would be above 450. In 4 seconds. Looks like we're probably going to close over 450. Yeah, we closed right above the 9. A lot of selling just went through there. There's a whole lot of selling. This looks like we might. I mean, this is getting real sketchy. If it drops below 445, see, there's a ton of buyers there at 445 trying to hold this up. We do not want it under that. So it did just push right back. So this 1 minute downtrend, it's almost broke. There was a streak of buyers there that came in and pushed this right back up to that 460. Let's see if we can get back over at 460. Then we'll be looking pretty decent if we can get back above that. 435 is the last call of support. If this 435 area doesn't hold up and this cracks, then this is going to be it for this play. You can see it looks like it may crack. So we keep testing that 435. We need to stop testing that 435 and start pushing back up. If we keep testing this 435 here, this is going to crack. Getting real close. Looks like it's going to crack here. Yeah, it's starting to crack. I'm trying to give it a half a second to see if buyers are going to push it right back up or not. Not looking too good. Got my finger on the trigger right there, because if it drops below this candle here, then this is definitely done. If it drops below the bottom of this red candle, and it's looking like it may be done. You can see that uptrend holding up as some resistance. And realistically, I pretty much probably held this too long, holding it all the way through this. Through 450 cracking, and then through the 9 cracking. I should have probably got out right there at the crack of the 9 and 450, but I just didn't think 487 was going to be that big a deal. Figured we could at least get the 5 on this, but it's looking like I figured wrong. Yeah, buying volume has like completely died out of this at this moment, which is not good. Yep, there it just cracked out there, so I ended up eating a loss on this, but I'm not gonna hold it any longer than that. Whoops. So it did get a quick pop. It did get a quick pop all the way up to 487, but it got me. I just did not expect it to get held up there. I thought we'd at least get the 5. Tricky.